Hello and welcome. This is Dennis Westman, your instructor, and today I would like to talk a little bit about the next section in your textbook. And if you're following along as you've done in the past, just grab your textbook and let's take a moment to talk about some of the highlights related to the next section. And what we're looking at right now is getting started with Microsoft Office 2010. And just as a visual cue, it's this section in your textbook, Getting Started with Microsoft Office 2010. Now this one's pretty short. You should already be somewhat familiar with Microsoft Office, so I'm not going to go into too much details, but essentially I just want to highlight some of the things because this is a database management class and we will be using Microsoft Access, which is part of Microsoft Office. But there's going to be bits and pieces of other versions of Office scattered throughout that you'll be required to do. A little bit of Word, a little bit of Excel, a little bit of PowerPoint, because it all sort of can tie into together. So grab your book and let's look at a couple of items. Now on page number Office 2 and Office 3, it gives you a nice visual cue of exactly what the Office window is made up of. Essentially you got the Office items and icons across the top. You've got the tabs, the ribbons, what kind of used to be the Office button is now kind of just another tab, and then you have your main section in the middle that allows you to work on the document and everything. And pretty much most of the programs have a very similar window, so that you're pretty comfortable in Word as you are in PowerPoint as you are in Excel. And that's pretty much what is talked about on pages 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then 11 talks a little bit more about the Office ribbon. And one of the ribbon elements is new to Office 2010, which is the File element. Now, those of you that are familiar with 2007, remember there used to be something called the Office button, and now they've completely gotten rid of that, and they've actually named it a File tab. And if you look at the bottom of page Office 11, you can see a visual representation of that, with the Office button being replaced now by what looks kind of like a File tab. And then there's some additional items dealing with the tabs, the ribbon, the mini toolbar. Essentially, it's about customizing your space so that when you work, you can work in the most efficient manner possible. And then if you look over on page Office 19, it talks about saving a file in the various Office formats, and that was changed in 2007 and of course continues in 2010. So you're no longer saving the formats in one way, it's now a different way, but you shouldn't have to do anything about that. When you save the document, it's saved. So as long as it's in Office 2010 format, I won't have a problem picking those up and reading them as you turn those assignments in. And then the last thing I want to talk about, now we're not going to really use anything related to the SkyDrive, which is on page Office 24, so don't really worry about that. But what I want to point out is Office 25, which is where to get help. Now, Microsoft Office has an extensive library of help, and honestly, for this class with database management systems and Microsoft Access being a new program that we're going to take an in-depth look at, I think you're probably going to use help quite a bit. I use help still. I mean, I don't have all the answers, and occasionally I need to look up something, and help is great. So you can use the help option in Microsoft Office programs, but for our cases, mostly Access, to learn how to do certain things. Usually it takes you to their website and allows you to see some additional features, tools, functionality, that sort of thing. And then if all else fails, just Google the keyword or phrase or term that you're looking for, and the odds are you're probably going to find the answer that you're looking for. Of course, be careful when you're browsing. You don't want to stumble across a site that puts some sort of virus or spyware on your computer. But Google is great for a resource when you're looking for help. Okay, well that is it. That is all. As usual, if you have any questions, please feel free to email me My email address is inside the course, and you're welcome to click the send email option, which puts the subject in the email and is a great way to get a hold of me. You can also post to the discussion forum, and what this does, it allows not only me but other students to maybe answer your questions, because sometimes other students might get to it a little faster than I can. Well, I appreciate you watching, and I want to thank you, and have a great day.